Hello everyone, welcome to Portugal. It is summer in Portugal 2024. You will be seeing this in 2025 most likely, but I have started my vlog much earlier than I usually do. It is day 2 in Portugal and I am already vlogging, so pat on the back to me because usually it takes me much longer. But Andrea and I have just gone out for dinner. It's Friday today, so we've decided to go out for a little dinner and now we're having a little stroll in Chaves. It's like fairly okay weather-wise. I think it's fairly mild. It's a little bit windy and a bit cool now because tomorrow apparently it's only going to be 26 degrees, which is incredibly low for Portugal this time of year. I think today it was almost like 38. It was really hot today, but we are here for another summer, so I will bring you along for another summer in Portugal and I hope you will enjoy it. There's too many. It's gonna keep going. Why did you laugh?
I said, oh, boa noite. And I don't want to reply. I said, oh, ninguém era o
Good evening everyone. So today we have come to Bragança. It's still quite early on in the summer. It's the 24th of July, so things are still quiet at the moment, but it has been so hot these past few days. It's been crazy. Tonight it's 9 p.m. and still 29 degrees, which is crazy. Really hot. But today in Bragança, like I said, which is where we are, they're actually doing a like free cinema film screening, which is really cool. They've started doing these. We went to our first one last year. We went to a screening of Barbie and that was just so good, and so this summer we saw this one coming up, so we decided to go, and it's a screening of a Fall Guy, so a fairly like new-ish film. So neither of us have watched it, so we thought, why not, let's go watch it. It's the evening now, so it's not as unbearably hot as it has been during the day, and we are off to outdoor film screening. So the film has finished now and we actually have 10k steps to do. Well, only I have 10k steps to do because Andre did a lot of cheating during that film. He was basically just like doing his legs up and down all the time, which is cheating because he wasn't actually moving. I haven't. I'm only on 6.4 and it is maybe like 20 to midnight, so 4,000 steps is a lot of steps, so I just don't think I'm going to do it. But we are going to try. We're going to walk around and see if I can manage or not. We'll see how much we can manage until midnight anyway. But yeah, the place we went to watch it, it was really cool actually. In this place they had, it's behind me now, I don't think you'll be able to see, you'll probably just hear lots of noise, but it was just there in like the square, and they had like seats out and they had like little tables and stuff as well, so it was actually quite nice. And it's not cold at all tonight, as I said. When I don't even know if you can hear me because the speakers of the film are still so loud and it's still showing like all the credits, so maybe you can't actually hear what I'm saying and this was all not worth it, but we'll see. Anyway, nice little thing for us to do today, something a little bit different. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Not even a week.
I have done a week actually. I didn't do it, guys. Saw it in the car. Hello everyone, today we are in exploring mode and we've come to a place called Campilho, which is in Vidago, and they do natural like spring water. It's not spring water though. Natural mineral water. It like comes out fizzy. You can't tell, but this is basically sparkling water and it comes out sparkly fizzy from the ground. It's like natural springs. They're like hot water mineral springs, and there's loads of these around like Vidago, Chaves. It's called like the thermal waters like area, and yeah, so we're in this side of things, which is in ruins now, but the lady we spoke to said that they do have plans to like do it up and everything, which is really nice to hear. But this is, yeah, essentially like the old areas where they had everything. She gave us a little drink as well of their water, and so we're just having a little bit of a explore. What is it?
Just a pump.
It doesn't go anywhere.
It's the pump.
Do you reckon it pumps from the ground? No. But it's got a window.
Look inside. If they closed it and then
Put the flash on.
might be a dishwasher type.
Can't be a dishwasher.
Or ask.
Things like this are actually fascinating. This we don't know what it is, but it's honestly huge. Like it takes up half this room. It's massive. It's got a little door, and then inside, oh, it's got, we don't really know. Andrea says it might be a giant dishwasher, but I don't know. What if it brings out like the water and then it carries the salt in there or something? It's not salty water though, is it?
Oh, it's got lots of connections.
Wow, it's very cool here. Like so cold. And this is what we could see from the other side, from up that window I showed you earlier. Almost looks like some baths. Oh, it says something on the machine. We realised that we came in the wrong way, so we came in from the back. And actually if we come in this way, everything is in fact open. So this is what I was showing you earlier. It does really, I would say, just look kind of like, I don't know, like a bath, I suppose. Probably like a thermal water bath or something, like back in the day. But it's so impressive. And that machine that I showed you, this one, where we could see like the other end of it, it does actually have a sign here. And it does in fact say, it is basically a dishwasher. So it was for the old bottles and lids that they would basically disinfect them. I'm trying to get it to focus, but it's not focusing. Why is that? So this that I was showing earlier is in fact a dishwasher. And I was saying like, oh, no way it's a dishwasher, but it is. So this little sign here basically says it's an autoclave, I think. And this was for the disinfecting and sterilization of the bottles and lids of curtisa. What is curtisa? Cork, which would be how they'd like bottle it in the past, I suppose. But how interesting. And then here is the bath, we think. But it's also crazy to think how this is all, it's such a shame that everything is so ruined, because really, like, it's very, very grand. Even the ceilings and everything look just so beautiful.
So much how much money they must have spent to build this shit. And this is how it is. And how much money they must have generated out of it.
Yeah, it says there are all the different things they made. There's lots of like advertising, little advertising leaflets from the past, where essentially these waters would be sold in pharmacies because they were said to have good impacts on your gut, your liver, your kidneys, and other things like that. So people in the past really, really, really believed that these waters had like really beneficial health impacts. We've honestly done this whole thing backwards. We've basically done a tour backwards. But now we can, in fact, after all that, we can actually come right down next to what we thought were baths. But now Andre's saying he doesn't think they're baths. Oh, I don't think it's a bath either. It's a bit too small. I think maybe, do you know what? Maybe he wasn't even where they did water. In this little room, we've got this, which is essentially like a sink, kind of. There's an image here of this would be another way that they would wash the bottles in the 1900s with something like this. And then there's other tools and things which I assume would also be used in this kind of process. And then this little contraption here, it says this would be how you would get the bottle caps on the bottles. They wouldn't really be bottle caps though, because it's the cork lid. It's kind of like a bottle of wine, I suppose. For example,
You want to get your head?
Yeah. It wouldn't be this kind of bottle, but we assume the bottle would go here, and then you would press this, and this would kind of clamp
No,
the
I think
bottle.
it's missing a piece.
No, I don't.
That's not going to turn, it's metal.
Yeah, that's not going to turn actually. Okay, so we think this would go here, this would clamp around it. Yeah? And then here there was probably a piece that you would step and it would put the cork in. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, we are in Porto. We have come for a little overnight stay. We've just checked into our hotel and now we are going to get ready for the evening. We did the pastel de nata class earlier, which was actually good fun. We did it with our friends Joe and Harley and it was just something different to do, which we both enjoyed, or all four of us enjoyed. I've been told off too much. Can't tell if that's a bird or a small. Give me a good one. Put too much water.
Do you want to do it, please?
Look, I need to do one.
Now we have just gone for a little bit of a wander around like our hotel, and our plan now is to get ready for the evening. Before I start getting changed, are you serious? Yeah, it's making so much noise. So before we get ready to meet our friends again, I am actually going to have one of our pastel de nata. We got to take 2 home. We made 3 in total in the class. One we had whilst we were still there with a little bit of port wine as well, which was a very lovely little touch. And then the other 2 we got to take home. So I had one there. I have 2 now take away. I'm gonna have this one now just before we head out for the evening. And then I think I'll probably save one for tomorrow morning as well. I still think that would be really nice. But we are going to get ready for the day. Shall I show you my outfit? I haven't done little outfit clips and stuff in such a long time. It feels so like alien to me now. But this dress I have been wearing so much on holiday. It's just such an easy throw on piece. It's from Nobody's Child, and I feel like the reason I like it is because it's got this little like frill detail on the shoulders and then also in the bust area. Can you kind of tell around the stomach? It's just a really nice one. It's like embroidered, it's black, it's a really nice length on me as well. I really like this particular length this summer. It just feels like this is the new midi. Like I used to like dresses kind of up here, but now I really like them like this. Just feels really flowy, really casual, really nice for like a little city break. Hello from Porto. Today we've come to an area that is part of Bragança. It's actually fairly close to like where we're from, but I've never been here before and I have been very intrigued to do it this summer. So we're nearing the end of our holiday, but we have come for a wander today. As you can see behind me, there is just so much like artwork, graffiti. It just looks incredible here. And this area is known for something called queretos, which are these guys here, and it's actually something that people dress up in for, I think it's around like carnival and stuff, and it's been around for years and years and years. We're actually going to go to the museum a little bit later. It's currently closed because it's about like 2 o'clock and usually things close for lunchtime, so it should reopen around 2:30. So we're hoping to go and see that, but so far we've just had a little wander, walk through the village, and everything looks pretty incredible. Just left the museum. It's a really small museum. It was €2 each, and it's like 4 little rooms maybe, but they do have some like educational videos in the background, which were weirdly in English, but they were really good. However, I kind of left there and I was a bit like, is this something that, I don't know, it was just a bit weird. So like basically in the past, the whole oh, I've just spotted another drawing up there. But in the past, like initially when this started, it started as a way of like, people would dress up in these outfits and then kind of like cause havoc. And another big reason that they did this was to find like single women. So like the single men would sort of like find the single women and then apparently do some weird dance for like fertility or something. It all sounded a little bit weird, but obviously nowadays it's definitely changed from that. It's around carnival, as I think I mentioned earlier, and basically people dress up in these costumes and like just do get up to no good, but nothing like crazy, just like, you know, dressing up, running around and stuff like that. And then they do like other traditional bits and bobs, I guess, and then at the very end they burn one of them, not a person. They burn like a what would you call it?
figure statue.
Like a figure kind of like you do on like Guy Fawkes, for example. But they do that, and it's essentially meant to like demonstrate burning away like the evil and stuff, because apparently putting on these costumes is like signifies like the devil almost. So you're putting on like the devil's costume, and then they're getting rid of that, and then the day after is the start of Easter and Lent. So it's somewhat interesting. It's obviously got some religious background there. But yeah, I thought the whole like women thing was a bit weird, but these days women's also dressed as korytarz, so it's definitely changed since then. And I guess just something a little bit different. It's a winter thing, which makes sense why the costumes are so like heavy and full of frills and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like I didn't do a very good job of explaining. I'm never very good at explaining things. I always try, but I'm always like, oh, I'm not sure about this, I'm not sure about that. So maybe do your own research. But it was really interesting. And now I guess just gonna have a bit more of a walk around. It's so hot today. It's been so hot this whole summer, but today in particular, really hot again. So yeah, I'll show you what's in here. A cafe. Oh no, I don't want to go there, then they're gonna watch me. I wanted to show you, not Andre, but that there's the gazebo, and this here is a korytarz, and there's another one over there. Very cool. So then the last place we've seen is just this large open space, which I think is probably where they do most of the things in the winter time. But they have a swing at the back and like other bits and bobs around. But we've just gone around, taken a few photos, and I think we're going to head back. I feel like we've seen it all.